Hello, let me give a welcome to our new engineering students, class of 22 for our transfer students, class of 24 for our freshmen. My name is Karl van Bibber. I'm a professor of nuclear engineering and the executive associate dean for the College of Engineering. It's my honor to be the first of my colleagues to welcome you all to the College of Engineering and to our first ever online Golden Bear orientation. This entering class is among our largest ever, with 954 first year and 249 transfer students. You come from around the world and you bring with you a wide range of experiences and cultural backgrounds. To get a sense of this, we're going to take a quick poll. On the right of your screen, under polls, a question is going to appear, where are you from? I'm going to ask you to quickly answer that question. And in 30 seconds, I'm going to announce the results. So go ahead and take that poll right now. I'll give you 5 more seconds. Great. And the results are in. As you can see, we come from many parts of the world. In fact, this incoming class came from 35 countries and 31 states. Whatever your background, wherever you came from, you are now all Berkeley engineers and part of our community. Thank you for joining us. The program on Monday and Tuesday will introduce you to the many resources available at the college and in your departments. And as importantly, it will give you a deeper understanding of the role and responsibilities you have as you pursue your education. I encourage you to take full advantage of the program. The program schedule you've received includes important information beyond orientation, including contacts for your faculty and staff advisors, a list of resources that are available to you all year round. You've received the schedule and the email with the link to this event. It was also included in the welcome gift package. If you need to access it at any time, it can be found at engineering.berkeley.edu/GBO. On page 1 of the program is the schedule for Monday. In addition to hearing from your departmental faculty and student colleagues, we've provided an opportunity bear building for both first year and transfer students. This has been designed to give you a chance to meet your classmates in your major. One of the most important responsibilities I have and that I share with college leadership is the safety and security of our entire engineering community of students, staff, and faculty. A safe, secure environment is foundational to the work that we do as educators and scholars. This year, this takes on new and critical meetings as we have prioritized the safety of all of our community by moving to an online semester. If you're here on campus, be very mindful of the indications you're going to receive from the public health authorities through the campus about living on Berkeley during the time of the pandemic. I want to acknowledge that as exciting this day is, this transition into your new life as a Berkeley student can be overwhelming and even lead to feelings of anxiety, particularly in this environment. I encourage you to reach out and take advantage of the counseling and support services available here at the college through the Engineering Student Services or University Health Services at the Tank Center. These services are completely confidential, free of charge, and offer a range of support programs. During this program, you'll hear from 2 of my colleagues, Lisa Pruitt, Associate Dean for Students, and Kara Nelson, our Associate Dean for Equity and Inclusion. Each will share vital information about these and other resources, as well as the values we hold as a community and the responsibilities we have to each other. But next, I'm delighted to introduce the Dean of the College of Engineering, Tsu-Jae King Liu. Welcome again, and go Bears.
All right, sorry about that. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege and pleasure as Dean to welcome you, the freshman class of 2024 and the transfer class of 2022 into the Berkeley engineering community. First, I would like to congratulate each of you on your outstanding achievements to date. which earns you admission into the top public School of Engineering in the United States. We are thrilled that you chose to come to Berkeley, and we look forward to all that you will accomplish during your time here. As you have had to adapt to sheltering in place during your final semester of high school, finding new ways to stay connected and to celebrate virtually, so must you start your college career under similar circumstances. Over the past few months, you have developed resilience, and I hope a renewed sense of purpose during a time of an unprecedented time of multiple crises. This experience will be invaluable in your transformational journey of becoming a Berkeley engineer. In a nutshell, engineering drives innovation that shapes the future. Berkeley engineers literally have helped to build this state of California, from its water, transportation, and energy infrastructure to the high-tech powerhouses in Silicon Valley and the Greater Bay Area that remain critical drivers of economic growth. Our cutting-edge research today in artificial intelligence, in robotics, health, water, sustainable energy, and urban infrastructure will have transformative impact on the way that people live tomorrow. So clearly, engineering encompasses not only creation of solutions, but also people and society. That's why we aim for Berkeley engineering students to develop a broad range of competencies, including multicultural competency and social consciousness, so that you will be well prepared to tackle the world's greatest challenges, to be innovators and leaders for positive change. Today, we face a global threat to public health, which is having profound social and economic impact, as well as extreme weather events and social unrest. We must respond to these challenges with ingenuity and compassion. That is why our college's mission is to educate inclusive leaders, to create knowledge equitably, all in keeping in mind that we aim to serve a diverse society. As Professor Van Bibber just mentioned, there are close to 1,300 of you today here with us who represent dozens of states in the United States and many countries around the world, representing a wonderful mix of backgrounds. A number of you speak multiple languages, and many of you are the first members of your families to attend college. We are proud of the fact that UC Berkeley is a top-ranked university in the nation for upward social mobility, helping those who come from families in the bottom fifth of the income distribution move quickly to be in the top 1% within 10 years of graduation. But whatever path you took to get here, we embrace you as a member of our community. Likewise, in keeping with the UC Berkeley Honor Code, we expect you to act with honesty, integrity, and respect for others. Your experience here at Berkeley will be a great time of discovery. We are committed to supporting your success, and we have collectively worked over the summer to ensure a high-quality learning experience for you this fall. There are many resources here to support your transformational journey. These include your engineering student services advisors, your professors, your teaching assistants, and peer advisors. I encourage you especially to visit your professors during the office hours, which will be virtual this semester. This is one resource that is not taken advantage of often enough, in my opinion. Now here, I would like to offer some additional tips. To keep up with the news in the college, I would encourage you to bookmark at Berkeley Engineering's homepage. All right, hopefully you can see that. engineering.berkeley.edu, and follow us on social media. Also, you can take a freshman seminar for the freshmen here. You can also choose from a wide range of intellectually stimulating topics taught by faculty in a small group setting in these freshman and sophomore seminars. Another thing we encourage you to do is to get involved with a student organization. Here in the college, we have over 80 student organizations. Later today, you will hear from the president of the Engineering Student Council, Connie, about the benefit of joining a student organization, particularly during this time when we cannot meet together in person. We encourage you to pursue opportunities to participate in cutting-edge research with faculty and graduate students, as these research experiences can really hone your learning and practical skills for future employment, as well as for graduate school. Finally, we offer career advising and professional development programs in the Career Center, Central Career Center, and also in engineering student services. As Professor Van Bibber noted, you will have an opportunity to find out more about all of these opportunities later during the Golden Bear orientation. So finally, I would like to point out that UC Berkeley is an exciting and challenging place that offers an astounding array of opportunities for its students. I hope that you will take advantage of the wide range of programs and activities that are available to you so that you will develop as a scholar and as a citizen of our global society. This will make your time here with us more enjoyable and as enriching as possible. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Professor Lisa Pruitt, who is our Associate Dean for Students. Lisa?
Thank you, Tsu-Jae. Good afternoon and welcome to Berkeley Engineering. I'm delighted to welcome you here for our virtual semester. My name is Lisa Pruitt, and I'm the Associate Dean for Students. So I'm the Associate Dean for you for the College of Engineering. And it is my job, along with my colleagues, to provide you with programs and resources that support you in your academic and your personal development. This afternoon, you'll have a chance to meet many of the people who are crucial to supporting your development. And my goal here as faculty and as an Associate Dean is to help you become your best self in this journey. Foremost, Engineering Student Services. It is the home of undergraduate student services for the College of Engineering. You each has a devoted ESS advisor, and you'll have a chance to meet them virtually if you've not already done so. Next week, you'll have a chance to learn more about your home departments from faculty and fellow students. And this team of individuals, like ESS, is here to support you. And as Dean Liu has suggested, it's so important for you to reach out and become engaged with your colleagues while you're here in this journey. ESS also offers professional and leadership development workshops. We offer peer advising and much more in terms of your personal support and growth opportunities. We are the home for the Center for Access to Engineering Excellence, CAEE, which provides students with academic support. And in this coming semester, that will be in a virtual format. You'll be receiving weekly newsletters from ESS that includes important events and deadlines and opportunities. This is a great resource, and I encourage you to check it regularly. You'll have your updates, you'll get your news, you will be directed to important deadlines. And I can't emphasize enough how important it is to check on this so you don't miss these important milestones. Also, as your Associate Dean, I have to remind you to learn to take care of yourself. Well-being on this campus is paramount. We care about you, we care about your success, we care about your education. And here at Berkeley, you'll need to take responsibility for yourself and your education, and it can be a big transition. No one tells you when to go to sleep or go to class, or if and when you have to study, and so we have to have personal accountability. You have to meet your deadlines, you have to make yourself accountable, and these are important decisions that you now become responsible for as college students. We are here to advise you, to give you academic support, to offer you personal leadership, growth, and workshops and resources. But ultimately, it's you who has to lead your life, and you have to decide to take advantages of these opportunities. This was true before COVID-19 forced us to be in this virtual setting, and it's even more important now that we take care of ourselves, remember to eat well, to sleep, and to take time for our well-being. We understand that learning to balance all of these new responsibilities can be an adjustment, but please know we have many resources and programs, both within the college and the campus, that can help you with many personal challenges or any challenges that you are faced with. In this journey, as you learn to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally, please seek out help when it's needed. It's a crucial step to being your best self. I'm an advocate for doing less sooner and not more later. ESS offers confidential counseling. We have our own advisors to help support us in the college, and the Tang Center offers a range of health services that are available to you. Your faculty, your advisors, and our program staff are here to serve as resources for you. We are here for your journeyed success, for your personal growth, and for your long-term success in life. The campus also provides any support needed to students who is facing food or housing insecurities through our Basic Needs Center and Food Pantry. And advisors and our staff are happy to help you identify these resources as well as others. As with Dean Liu, I want to also encourage you to join the Berkeley Engineering and ESS Facebook pages, to follow us on Twitter and Instagram for updates on events, deadlines, and career opportunities. You can network with our alumni, have access to job postings and internships, and you can find these on our LinkedIn page or Cal platforms. I look forward to meeting you in person, but for now I meet you virtually and working with you on this journey. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague, Kara Nelson, Associate Dean for Equity and Inclusion. Again, welcome to Berkeley Engineering, and go Bears. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Pruitt. I am so delighted to be here welcoming you along with my colleagues. And I wanted to start by sharing with you that I was an undergraduate at UC Berkeley myself. I entered here as a spring admit in 1988. And I came from a small town in Oregon, and starting at UC Berkeley was definitely a big change for me and a challenging transition. But I absolutely fell in love with this place. Berkeley expanded my horizons in so many ways and shaped me into the person that I am now. And as you can tell by the fact that I'm still here more than 30 years later, I have no interest in leaving. So now I have the honor of serving as the Associate Dean for Equity and Inclusion in our college. And along with my colleagues, part of my job is to make sure that each and every one of you feels that you belong here. So let me emphasize, we want you to bring your whole self, all of you, to the College of Engineering. We don't want you to conform to some idea of what you think it means to be an engineer. You get to define what an engineer looks like and thinks like and acts like. At Berkeley, we are leaders in defining the future of engineering, and you are that future. I want to share with you a small anecdote from my own experience here. My very first semester, I took Physics 7A, like many of you that are freshmen will this fall. When I received my final grade, let's just say it wasn't the grade I'd been hoping for. And I felt like a failure. But because I had a good support system to lean on when things were tough, including and Associate Dean Pruitt has shared with you the many, many different types of supports that you can lean on yourselves and have access to, I was able to meet that setback as an opportunity to learn and to grow. So we have a name for this now at Berkeley. We call it failing forward. We view failures as opportunities. So when I got that bad grade, and there were a few more after that, I learned from each setback and I became an even better student. And this mindset of resilience is a skill that you need to practice. It's going to help you succeed here, and it's a skill that you will take with you when you graduate. I wanted to share something else with you about my grade. When I told my roommate, instead of being disappointed, she actually jumped up and down and exclaimed, "What? I can't believe you did it. I didn't think you could." She thought she was giving me a compliment. And even though my grade wasn't the best, I had impressed her. But I took something else from her reaction. I learned that my roommate had made some assumptions about me that were based on my superficial attributes. And as a result, she had underestimated me. I didn't fit into her stereotype of a physics student. So many of you may have similar experiences where people will make assumptions about you based on preconceived ideas, like the way you look, the high school you went to, or your family background. I challenge you to view each experience like this as an opportunity to show and be proud of the unique person that you really are. And I also challenge you, when you find yourself making assumptions about another person, to remind yourself that every one of us is unique and complex, and to be curious about learning about who people truly are and what they aspire to become. In that process, you will learn new things, not just about other people, but also about yourself. So as you can tell, we take our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion very seriously. And I want to acknowledge that this moment right now is unprecedented in many ways, and one of them is the national conversation we are having about racial injustice. In higher education, we are asking difficult questions about the role of privilege in perpetuating systemic racism. Here in the college, we are very much engaged in that conversation, and we continue to deepen our commitment to take concrete actions to address the ways in which racial injustice affects all of us and interferes with the positive impact that we want to have on each other and the world. So we invite you to be part of this important work. Another thing you've heard a lot about from us is our commitment to excellence. Two key principles that underlie this commitment are academic integrity and ethical conduct. So I actually want you to read our statements on these issues right now. If you have the paper program that you received in the mail, you can turn to the back of it and read the honor code and our pledge of ethical conduct. And we've also projected them on the slide, which I know the font may be a little small, but I'm going to give you just a minute right now to read through those on your own. Okay, so if you weren't able to access your program or read the slide, please do so when we finish today, because these principles are taken very seriously at Berkeley. So make sure that you understand what is permitted in your classes, especially in terms of working together with other students. And I'll warn you that each professor may actually have different rules and expectations. But upholding these principles is our responsibility, both as individuals and as a community. So we expect you to recognize ethical dilemmas when they arise and to have the leadership to act to make things right. So let me conclude with a wish for you, which is that each of you find your true passion during your time at Berkeley. We are all here to help you discover that passion, and we look forward to being part of your journey. It's now my pleasure to introduce you to one of our outstanding undergraduate students, Connie Mee. Connie is the president of our Engineering Student Council and will share with you some important information about the ESC and our student organizations. So welcome again, and go Bears!
Thank you, Dean Nelson. I would first like to congratulate all of you for being present with us today and for showing resilience throughout the past few months of changes. The transition to college can be tumultuous, and I know it must be even more difficult through a laptop screen. When I was a freshman only 2 years ago, I remember my first experience with a club on campus. I had joined ESC and got invited to a coffee chat with someone named Vina. Vina and I met in Eshelman Hall, and we waited 30 minutes before realizing that the rare tea boba shop inside was going to be closed for that day. During that half hour, I shared with her my fears about failing my first midterm, and she told me about her most challenging MEC classes. After half an hour had passed, I realized I didn't know what Vina did in ESC. So I asked her, and she casually replied, well, as the president of ESC. So after that day, I realized two things. One, that the rare tea at Eshelman is not a reliable source of boba. And two, that Berkeley engineers are incredibly humble, kind, and care deeply about others and the world around them. Just like I did, you will get to meet some of the most humble and passionate people in our student organizations. The Engineering Student Council serves as the umbrella organization to 60 affiliated clubs, and our mission is to represent you, the engineering student body, and to support our clubs and teams in reaching their full potential. We host several events and run multiple initiatives throughout the year, including general meetings, town halls, speaker panels, mentorship and inclusion projects, and our largest annual national event, Engineers Week, which will be held in the spring. And though I can't promise you any free food or any free t-shirts this year, I can guarantee you that you'll find valuable and enriching community building events on our website, esc.berkeley.edu, as well as to our Facebook and Instagram pages. I'd like to invite all of you to attend our first general meeting, Case Studies on COVID-19, Anti-Blackness, and Political Literacy, which will occur on September the 10th from 8 to 9:30 p.m. in Pacific Standard Time. You can check out our website for Zoom links and other information. I would also like to highlight our incredible organizations. We have competition teams that reach the national level, professional and honor societies for nearly every branch of engineering, identity organizations that support underrepresented communities, and so much more. ESC's affiliated organizations are united under principles of inclusion, safety, and integrity. And you can find our affiliation values in our full list of affiliated clubs under our website. You can also explore even more on the College of Engineering's website, engineering.berkeley.edu/student.orgs. I also recommend you attend Monday morning's information tables, as you will get a chance to learn more about each club. I really cannot express to you how much being involved in student organizations has helped me grow. As a nervous and anxious freshman from out of state, I would have never imagined myself sitting here speaking with all of you today. When I was struggling with my classes and feeling lonely, the people in my clubs helped me find my confidence and gave me a family away from home. I firmly believe that your measurement of success as a Berkeley engineer is not by how much you will achieve, but by how much you will grow. Joining a student group will help you grow as an engineer. And most importantly, it will help you grow as a person and as a lifelong student. After today's presentation, you may feel nervous or daunted, and I know how this feels. There are still many times when I am struggling and still need help. If there's anything I want you to remember today, it is that all of us, our deans included, are always learning and growing, and there's never shame in asking for help or reaching out for support. And if you ever need any advice or you just want to share your story, you can always reach out to me and to the Engineering Student Council. My email is president@esc.berkeley.edu, and this forwards directly to my personal email, and it will always be open for you. Having received all these resources, I know you might have a mix of emotions. You may feel confident and excited moving forward, or you might be overwhelmed. And whether or not you're one or the other or a mix of both, I want to tell you right now that you belong. You are a Berkeley engineer. Though this may not mean that much to you right now, I want you to remember this throughout your time here. I want you to remember this when you encounter your first setback. I want you to remember this even when you think you are not good enough. I want you to remember this always. Once again, welcome to Berkeley Engineering, and go Bears!
Connie, thank you so much for those inspiring remarks. We want to make sure that you all have the information necessary to get the most out of the engineering orientation. So now I turn to my colleague, Laura Vogt, to join us to give a review of Hop-In and how you can get the most out of your time on the platform. I wish you the best at Berkeley Engineering. Go Bears.
Thank you, Karl. Hello, everyone. As Karl said, my name is Laura Vogt, and I'm the Associate Director of Marketing Communications in the College of Engineering. What that means to you is I'm the person sending out the newsletters that you get every week and hosting the not-so-secret guide to being a Berkeley engineer. I've got a couple of scheduling and housekeeping notes for you to keep in mind when using Hop-In over the next few days. The schedule can be found in the reception tab of Hop-In. Each of your sessions will not open until 5 minutes before they go live, so please don't panic if you get in early and the session hasn't shown up yet. The ticket will only open the sessions that are relevant to you based on your major, advisor, and if you're an incoming freshman or transfer student. To minimize the full chat people section of Hopin, you can click the arrow next to the green dot in the upper right corner of the screen. This will allow you to view the speaker or their screen share to become larger. The Expo Booths have content already. If you want to get to know some of our student organizations and campus resources, feel free to explore them when you have time. There will be time for live questions and answers for student organizations on Monday, August 24th from 9 to 11 a.m. and the campus resources on Tuesday, August 25th from 10 to 12 p.m. Visit the booths and talk to someone. During the Q&A sessions, you can join the moderators on screen by clicking Ask to Join in the upper right-hand corner of the sessions pane. Once your questions have been answered, the moderator will dismiss you. We've got a fun way for you to network with your fellow students on Tuesday, August 25th from 1 to 3 p.m. in the networking tab of Hopin. You'll be randomly matched with someone and can have a 3-minute conversation and get to know another Cal Bear. The networking is actually open throughout the event, but since you will be busy with other GBO activities, we thought it would be good to pick a time for people to show up all at once and have a better chance of meeting up with folks. The welcome session today and the department sessions on Monday will be recorded. We'll be posting them and sending the links later this next week. So welcome to Berkeley Engineering. I look forward to getting to know you and working with you during your time here, and we'll see you again on Monday. Go Bears!